Hey guys, it's TJ. Unfortunately, I am having to bring you this short little intro because I fucked up during the recording of this episode. There's a point about 2 minutes into this episode where I tabbed out to check that the recording was still live, and because I did that, ironically, it for some reason froze the video at the moment that I did that for the rest of the episode. Luckily, this is the last episode that we recorded out of this batch of actually sitting down and playing the game. So this will be the only episode affected by that problem, thankfully. But you're going to notice about 2 minutes in, the video is going to freeze. You'll still be able to hear our voices, but so you'll just kind of have to treat it like a podcast, like the audio version of World War II, because the video, unfortunately, we didn't have like a save game we could go back to and replay through that section again. Luckily, not a lot is happening in terms of us being in actual combat. I mean, there's going to be some significant events that are going to happen, but hopefully our narration will fill that in for you. And then at the next episode after this one, it should be all fixed again. So we definitely apologize if you feel like you want to skip this one because there's not going to be anything interesting to look at. Feel free to join us on the next one, which is where the actual, us being involved in the war is going to start. Sorry again, and hope you guys enjoy this anyway. So, let's see. Let's see. So that will allow us to convert civilian to military factories, which we don't need, but if it unlocks uranium mining... Fight worker perish. Requires squash the squander bugs, which requires invest in victory, which requires the national security... Okay, so all of this stuff will chain along once we actually get to...
I would go down the naval tree a little bit more, and then I would start not another Gallipoli.
Sub-operations, fleet and being, and convoy defense. Let's take a look. Let's decide on what our naval strategy is going to be. So, definitely don't want to do fleet and... Well...
Yeah, I think we do.
Submarine operations, battle fleet concentration, battleship, battle cruiser, and heavy cruiser. So that does help us to some degree. But then there's like carriers. I mean, our other option would be base strike, because I know we're not going to do trade interdiction. Destroyer, submarine. That has carrier stuff in it too. Yeah, maybe we should stick with fleet and being.
Why not?
Yeah.
Be as much of a naval power as we can be.
So let's do... Yeah, let's get our... Let's start beefing up our heavy cruisers. Oh, no, wait. I was going to say, that's an occupied research slot. We don't want to cancel the research we're already doing. Fleet and being doctrine. Gotcha. Fate of Czechoslovakia. If they did it historically, yeah. Germany annexed the Czech Republic and Slovakia became a puppet. Zog submits to Italy. No one will be kneeling before Zog, unfortunately.
Nope.
Check. Yeah, cool. Checking the recording was still going smoothly. And we can hire... Army Logistics requires Australian Army Catering course. We'll leave that slot open for him because that's actually pretty useful. Ship designer. Carrier deck size, minus armor plus range, max range for screens, max range for submarines.
That's pretty good.
Naval research time. Cockatoo docks and engineering, max range screen plus production cost. I like this.
I do too.
Yeah, let's go with that. That'll beef up our destroyers significantly, and all it increases is their production
and
cost.
we want to be a secondary naval power.
Yeah.
I think we want to be capable of giving the Japanese a headache, especially when they're tied up with the States.
Oh yeah. All right, so all our factories are in use. Our resource balance is good. Are we using chromium? Oh no, we're just trading it. I was like, how did we get down to 1 chromium? Getting pretty close to the outbreak of war here. I think they've exhausted all of their focuses besides demand Danzig, so... See, that's not smart. I guess they have a river to their backs, but even still, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous breakthrough to try to pull right there. Because these are all hills. So if you're going to try to cut off their reinforcement path, you're attacking into hills, which I don't know that they can really afford to do. They're taking the remaining urban centers, which is smart, because that'll cut off the Chinese ability to get supplies. But protect overseas commerce. Okay, so we can reduce the ahead of time penalty for destroyers or submarines. I think destroyers are probably more important to us right now. Although we might want to... Yeah, let's get that Australian catering course so we can hire that logistics guy. Italy joined the Axis, pursues closer bonds with Germany. Japan, I don't believe, is part of the Axis yet.
Good for us.
Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact.
That can't be good.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, we all know how that ends up turning out. Anything engineering-wise, still half a year ahead. Oh, yeah. Concentrated industry. Definitely.
And we have the
So,
Owen gun.
yeah, now it has a new warning that warns you about outdated equipment, which is really nice. It's going to take a while for those to trickle out to our divisions. Luckily, it looks like we actually have a surplus of artillery, so we can change around some of these factories to equip our troops as quickly as possible. That's going to require a little bit more steel, which is okay, because our economy is booming. And there are no German submarines interdicting our trade at this point. France bans communism. That was fast.
Advanced machining tools.
Yeah.
We're cooking with gas now, folks.
We are.
And Japan has run over China. It has happened.
Yes. So we need... Actually, it's only 7,300 guns to upgrade our divisions, but they at least have guns, so that's why that early focus on stockpiling infantry equipment.
Yep.
China's capitulated. Cool. Not necessarily cool, but yeah. There we go. Treaty of Yan'an. So Japan took the coast, and
People's Republic of China was annexed.
People's Republic, and then they gave the puppet reorganized nationalist China all of the inland territory that they don't care about. So, did they found the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere? Probably not, because historical focuses are on, and Japan rarely founds a faction when historical focuses are on. So yeah, they're going to be a scary opponent for us.
The scariest.
Yeah.
That's why I think we've got to, at this point, probably start going down the independence tree so we don't get bogged down in Germany and Italy.
Yeah, especially with before the U.S. becomes involved, we're going to be it's going to be us and the Dutch, and British Malaya and French Indochina, and the Raj against Japan, basically.
So I think now is the time to start our big thing here. Never
All
another
right.
Gallipoli.
Support the policy of...
We do not.
Yeah.
We do not. Never another Gallipoli.
Poland refuses German ultimatum.
Yeah, man. I would really... Third Reich declares war on Poland.
Poland joined the Allies. So
Man, we might have wanted to be at never another Gallipoli a little faster, frankly.
Yeah, it's okay. We're going to end up... Yeah, we were going to end up at war with Germany anyway. Bypassed policy of appeasement, so that's not even an option anymore. Let's see. It's actually good we clicked that when we did, because I don't think we could have gotten it if Let's see. Justification for war goals. Yeah, I'm waiting for this. Oh, no, wait. We can hire him now. Army logistics expert. New Zealand. Cool. South Africa. We could send some volunteers to fight in France if we wanted to. I think we probably want to keep our troops at home to defend against Japan, though.
We do.
Yeah.
We're going to be moving towards independence swiftly now, so...
What's the text on this? The only way to ensure that Australia is not drawn into further costly wars, through sentiment, is to take complete control of our foreign policy. We need no distant king and cannot afford ancient blood ties pulling us into conflicts that do not serve our interests. Poland didn't stand a chance. Advanced machine tools are done. I really want to get that next level of... Oh, we've got a research bonus on encryption and decryption right now, so that's going to be useful.
Yes, it will.
Especially because Japan doesn't tend to... capitulated. 11th September 1939. That's earlier than historical, isn't it?
Yep.
So I wouldn't want to be Belgium or the Netherlands right now, or Luxembourg. Did Germany actually take Luxembourg, or did they remain neutral?
I don't know.
German interest in Scandinavia. Okay, yeah. So they declare war on Luxembourg. And that's going to be over in 3, 2, encryption. We don't want them to read our plans. Oh, cool. We have dockyards free, so...
I would maybe start with the heavy cruisers, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's going to be... Why do we have 2 random cruisers? Is that Perth? Oh, okay. Yeah, they can hang out over there. I don't think we're going to be fighting in the Indian Ocean necessarily. Alright, so yeah, let's get a couple more heavy cruisers. Hopefully that doesn't require us to build more, or to trade for more resources. Is there a difference between these?
Huh.
Sydney class and C class. And we got the Hawkins and the Canberra.
Pretty flexible. A good choice for nations who can't afford to build larger capital ships. That sounds like us to a T.
Reliability 80%. The Hawkins class has 80%. I think the Canberra is better. Slightly.
Alright, we'll do that.
So, how many dockyards we have? Cool. And we don't need to trade for any more resources. Awesome. And let's build at least 2 of those. Once we get the next level of destroyers, we're probably going to want some better destroyers. Belgium has joined the Allies. That's going to be over in 3, 2... I've seen Belgium hold before, actually. If they actually upgrade their forts, they can hold the river here decently well, as long as the Netherlands hasn't fallen.
Yes.
Mechanized offensives.
Yes.
Shock and awe, once again, better for smaller nations, in my opinion. Netherlands has joined the Allies.
We're about to go our own way a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we were going to end up in the German-Polish War one way or another anyway, so...
I still think our timing was good.
Yeah. And this should give us, yeah, exactly enough autonomy points to stop being a dominion and... Okay, not quite, actually, because we have to go all the way over here, so... It'll start us on the path, though. We can hire... Oh! We can hire this guy now because apparently the policy of appeasement has been fulfilled, so...
We'll take it, we'll take it.
So this is kind of cheating. I am almost wondering if this is a bug that we're going to get access to both of these. Once again, we'll take it. We're a small nation. We need all the help we can get.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Some accidental bonus here.
Yeah. And I will slow the game speed down once we are actually fighting.
Absolutely.
A war, yeah.
All right.
Focus completed. Never another Gallipoli. All right.
We got both.
So
look at that.
Protect the homeland. will give us some coastal forts guarding likely landing sites and ports.
That's probably a good idea, frankly.
So we have access to both sides of the focus tree now. That's pretty funny. Strengthen ties with the UK.
Well,
oh yeah, we can invest in victory too. We might want to do that for...
Yeah.
Yeah, we want more fact. Oh yeah, we can't cancel it. Once
Oh,
it's
okay.
started, but
We'll get both of them.
yeah, we'll do that before we sever ties with the UK.
For sure.
Australia seeks distance from the Commonwealth. In a speech this morning, Prime Minister John Curtin announced the Australian government's dedication to growth and stability as an oceanic state. This means looking to new shores than those of the British Europe, as the Australian people can no longer bear the weight of foreign conflicts on their shoulders. In a direct reference to the King's speech at the open of the last Parliament, John Curtin hit home the point by stating, "Never another Gallipoli." The rapturous cheers from the crowds indicated a new era of Australian politics has begun. Where it will end, the world can only begin to speculate.
We stake our own path.
You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can fight the Japanese by yourself.
Fleetwood Mac. Lindsey Buckingham is a genius. Alrighty.
Slow countries are holding pretty strongly.
Yeah, this is actually not going as bad for the Allies as I've seen 1939 go.
Yeah, it's something I've seen fairly often actually in Hearts of Iron 4 is the low countries putting up a fairly stiff resistance. Always good to see. Even Luxembourg. I mean, they've got a lot of French troops there, but yeah, Luxembourg hasn't fallen. There's a little bit of a hole in the Maginot Line.
And in the meantime, I think we need to take advantage of our research bonus. So anything with a % by it should be the focus right now.
That'll go even higher. The more Commonwealth nations that research that.
I'm saying we're not going to be a Commonwealth nation for much longer.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So now'd be the time to grab the bonuses.
Let's see. Nothing new here. Paratroopers probably not going to use much. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some radar. Yeah, I think until we do sever ties with the UK, we can still get those bonuses.
That'll be soon. I mean that will be how we ring in 1940.
Finland rejects Soviet demands. This will not end well.
Go Finland.
Yes.
Bloody their noses.
I think I've only once seen that end in anything besides a white piece. Lithuania, still independent, somehow. Are they in a faction? Are they a communist puppet? They're not. They're just regular old Lithuania unaligned. So that could be interesting in terms of just historical
20%, grab it.
Yeah. If Lithuania ends up being like Sweden and just randomly is not involved in the war at all. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. Soviets actually landing troops in a naval invasion is not something I see them do all the time.
And that's a good idea because they're right by Helsinki.
Yeah, and this is the mildest part of Finland.
Yeah, it didn't go well for them, though.
No, it did not. It sure did not. Smooth-talking charmer, trade deal opinion factor, why not? He only costs 100 political power. Probably need to get a chief of navy. Experience gain, capital ship and screen. So this is probably going to be the guy to go with because we want to create some badass ship variants that are going to outfight ships much bigger than they are.
That's exactly right.
Protect the homeland. Australia is large, but its coast can be protected. Keeping our own nation safe is the highest priority.
All right, now we're a little bit harder to invade, which I dig.
Okay, so let's invest in victory.
Mm-hmm.
Consumer goods factories -5. We get +7 factory output and +5 national unity. Yes, please.
Japan joined the Axis.
And Japanese diplomats in Berlin. Okay, so we are now officially
at war with Japan. So we need to get ready.
Probably actually save this for now and come back.
Well,
at a later time.
I would say we are as equipped as we could possibly be for this conflict.
Yeah,
I think we stormed out to a start.
We've got 7 military factories, 5 naval dockyards, and 18 civilian factories. So I think we'll be able to keep up. In terms of the map, yeah, we've got. The Philippines are still neutral, but we've still got quite a lot of island hopping between us and Japan, French Indochina, especially as long as France is intact in the homeland, which they still are at this point. They should be able to send some help our way in that sense. Also, the Netherlands. I mean, I don't foresee them lasting much longer than this, but as long as they can keep their production up and keep supplying these troops in the colonies, that's going to be very helpful. Obviously, the British Raj is going to be very helpful. So yeah, we'll have to figure out where to direct our resources to make the most difference in the Pacific War next time that we see you guys. Yeah, I think this is going to be an exciting series. For sure.
Free Australia forever, man.
Yeah.
Good day, mates.
And, yeah, we're going to be able to squash some squander bugs. That's probably the most Australian focus in terms of its wording that exists in the game so far. So, yeah, it's Together for Victory. It's coming out soon. We're very happy to be able to check it out a little early, and we will see you guys next time.